I honestly just felt like bursting out into tears. Hi cuties, it's Killer Kitty Cosplay, and I'm here today talking about the custom mermaid top I have done. So this has been a bit of a ride, and it was really fun, and I'm really happy about the outcome of it. And it kind of started a little while ago, all the way back at MalCon. I was invited to be a mermaid with a few friends of mine, and I have this gorgeous, wonderful friend called R the Neverland Mermaid. Find her here. And she was wearing this gorgeous top that she had gotten done by a company called ID Fabrications. And I was asking her about it. She said it was great. They had made the top for her, and they had customized it for her, and I thought that was really cool. So I later got into touch with ID Fabrications, and we had a little bit of talking. She said, I believe on the time she was at vacation, so she said she'd contact me when she got back. And I had seen that she was going to Fort Collins Comic-Con, which looked really fun. And I decided, you know what, I might as well just go meet her there and talk to her about what I was kind of looking to get done, because I prefer doing things face to face. It's easier for me to kind of get my burst of energy ideas out and to not seem like a complete psychopath when I do. So I went to Fort Collins Comic-Con. I actually had a great time. I dressed like Wonder Woman. That was my first time ever wearing my Wonder Woman outfit, and I really enjoyed myself. I had met her in person. She was absolutely lovely, and we had a really long talk kind of about like what I was looking for, and she was very nice and lovely. Like I said again, I absolutely loved talking to her. She was very excited about what she did, which is always really cool. And she also had a whole bunch of blank shells, and that's something that's really, really cool about the company that she runs. And I'm gonna keep somewhere, there's just gonna be her tags on where to find her, because she's on Facebook and she's also on Instagram. But she sells blank shells that you can actually take, or you can buy from her, and you can decorate them yourself at home. Or you can ask her to make a top for you and a crown. She also makes crowns, by the way. Amazing crowns. So she thought it was really cool that I had came purely to see her, and I was really excited because I was like, I get to talk to somebody about doing a mermaid top and a mermaid crown. Because a really cool thing is, at the time I was working with getting my silicone tail, so I really wanted to get something that matched and that looked really pretty for photos. And of course, recently, because of quarantine, that kind of ruined all of my photo plans. But anyway, so I got in touch with her. We emailed back and forth. She kind of asked me what I was looking for, what I wanted, and I was dead set on having an octopus top, because I love octopuses, and I could have one that was orange, because orange is my favorite color and also the color of my tail. So the really cool thing was, is we went back and forth. She drew up a whole bunch of designs that she thought I'd like, and we went back and forth, and I said, I really like this one. I prefer things more simple, so if I could go less beading, but I also really love the shells that you put here, and I really love the netting. She was absolutely fantastic, put up with every dumb idea that popped into my head of things that I wanted to try or wanted to see how it'd look, and that was really cool. We got to the point where she was casting the mold for the octopus, and tragedy struck. I say tragedy because another company let her know that the octopus looked too much like hers. Or the octopus that she had made had looked too much like that company's, and that she had to stop. And I was like, heartbroken. She was heartbroken. She felt so bad. She asked if she could call me right away. She called and we talked, and she felt really bad. She kept trying to apologize, and I was like, this really is not your fault. Nobody really could have seen this coming. And honestly, it still surprises me to this day about how it happened. But she worked around it. She was able to still get me a top with an octopus on it, and it looks absolutely stunning. And I still feel bad because she felt really bad about it, and I told her not to, because honestly, it wasn't her fault. That's really not something anybody could have seen coming. And she handled it so well and so amazingly. And I also got my crown from her. I sent her a bunch of dumb design ideas I had, and she worked around them and made them a reality, which is amazing. And another cool thing too is, a lot of times, depending when you talk with her, which I highly suggest if you're looking for a mermaid top, talk to this woman. She is a pro at it. She was amazing. I lost my train of thought a little bit here. Now I'm looking like the kombucha girl. Anyway. It's been a long quarantine, we'll say that. Anyway, so when I worked with her, she said, hey, it might be easier for me if you get a swim top that matches your bra size and everything and just send it over. So that's what I did. I found just a black swim top on Amazon, and I purchased it, got it in, shipped it to her. She also gave me a few ideas on which swim tops would work better, because this is swimmable, but I'm mostly going to use this top for shows and stuff because of how amazingly detailed it is. I want it to be able to be seen on surface. That sounds so weird, like, on the surface, but I more than likely will probably get another top from her that's just like shells or something done in the similar color pattern to my tail, so that way I can swim in that one because I love her, because she's amazing. So this is the top, and I've had this for a little while. I just haven't been able to get around to making a video of it because work got pretty hectic. So this is the absolutely amazing mermaid top that she made me. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm making noises. So I told her that another really big part of me is that I love horror movies. I've been watching horror movies with my dad since I was little, and she was able to put on the top of the octopus a skull, much like the death moth from Silence of the Lambs. And oh, I was like, yes, please. And the octopus just looks so realistic and happy and cute. And I also love the flowers that she added and the driftwood, and she also added these lovely shells that are drilled through. I don't know why, but I adore those shells. She added a lot of gorgeous beading, and she didn't make it too much beading as well because I told her I prefer it a little bit more simple, just because that's me and I'm very simple sometimes, but also very extra, if you haven't seen by the octopus. But oh, I am in love with this top, and she added netting and it fits amazingly, and there's really cool driftwood throughout too, and I was just so dropping beads. That's why I don't touch things, because I drop things. But yes, it's just, oh, it's absolutely amazing, and I'll put some good photos up. And I was really sad though because I had a photo shoot planned where I would get to wear this and it got canceled, but I will eventually get photos. And anyway, it's pretty solid, and you can swim in it. Like 100% you could swim in this if you want. I just want it more for show, and for photos, and for when I do my dry land events, because this amount of detail deserves to be noticed in person. And she even, oh my goodness, I didn't even notice the little octopus has little suckers. She did an amazing job, and she was so nice to work with, and I love it. Now on to the crown, because a girl's extra, girl wanted the crown. I know what I'm about, and I'm about crowns. I'm being very careful when I put this down. I'd like to point that out, just because I'm a klutz and I don't want to break anything. So for the crown, I really love these weird older style crowns where they have the cute little whooshes up. And I always thought that a skull on the crown would be so cool. So she made me my own skull crown. And she added she added some of the driftwood, and she added a bunch of these flowers and the netting and the beading. And I was just so amazingly impressed by this, because she also as well added it to where I could put it into my hair. But she put so much detail into this, and she made it look so amazing. And it was just so wonderful, because I like that it matches, and that I can be now a princess of the sea because I'm an adult. And I decide what I want to do. Yes. Yes. This is my happy place right now. Quarantine's been long and rough, and sometimes you just need to be a queen and put on a face mask and live your best life, okay? We live in the Jenna Marbles life over here, and we start doing dumb things. I can now decoupage for some reason. But anyway, back to this loveliness. Like I said, and I've said it probably 1,000 times, and I'll keep saying it, ID Fabrications is amazing to work with. She literally was able to make absolutely every one of my fantasies come true with this top, and with the top and with this crown. I am dying. With the top and with the crown, she did such an amazing job, and I probably will only get mermaid tops and mermaid crowns from her because of how amazing it is. And like I said, I need to get in contact with her again into making a top that I want to use strictly for water-based, which will probably be a lot more simple, just because I always get really nervous because I run into walls occasionally, and I don't want to break the octopus top because it's so amazing. And I don't want to break the crown because it's, once again, amazing. And I love everything about it, and I loved working with her because she was, once again, and I'm going to say this probably 1,000 times, and you're going to get tired of hearing it, but she was wonderful. And I really felt bad that what had happened, but she was able to put on a good attitude and to come up with another idea to make sure that I still had the top of my dreams. And it makes me want to cry a little bit because it was really sweet. And it was just amazing that she did what she did and that she was able to overcome everything and still make wonderful pieces of art that make me just feel so happy. And I'm so excited to do a mermaid shoot in one of these. I'm probably going to take a few photos that I'll put somewhere in here of me wearing the top and the crown just in front of this little backdrop that I got, because guess what? We have a fancy backdrop now. We're no longer in front of curtains. We got a backdrop. Once again, Wish. Because you can buy anything on Wish if you believe hard enough. But not these absolutely lovely creations by ID Fabrications. So please go check her out on Facebook or on Instagram. And if you would like to see any of her other work as well, you can look through her Instagram and Facebook. And also, if you want to see the top that my friend has, go ahead and check out Ara the Neverland Mermaid on Facebook and Instagram as well. Her top is absolutely gorgeous. She did lace shoulders as well. And she did a crown that looked absolutely stunning as well. And yeah, I think that'll be it, lovelies. So I hope you cuties have a wonderful, scary day. Not scary though. The world's scary enough. So I hope you guys have a wonderful, happy day. This is a happy skull. He's not sad. He's happy.